Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. There's never a dull moment with this guy. Here comes Teofimo Lopez. Tries to be entertaining both in and out of the ring. Boy, is he talented. A two-division world champion. King Ryan Garcia. They also call him Flash. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Some of the fastest.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, in the United States, an electrifying two-division.
All the talking has... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. It's bombs away. Nice job getting that punch through. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Jab slightly off target. How about that time counter shot? Perfect counter shot. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
There's a counter shot. A perfect counter lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. There's the bell for round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. Do you believe this? Beautiful counter shot. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. straight right just misses. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Good counter punching. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get caught to rhythms, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Teofimo Lopez out. And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Just misses right uppercut. A straight right just misses. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter shot. These two are the... It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the ring.
You don't want to trade shots. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Started out Garcia in that. Back at it in round 4. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Do you believe what we're seeing? You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
What a punch. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Are you okay? You're out of here.
So time to go celebrate.
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the. Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might pop my jack and uppercut, then he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. Yeah, I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog. I'm a coach flick. Underdogs coming out on top. Got them so sick. 1, 2, 3, I think it's over. 4, 5, 6, he leaning over. 7, 8, they bout to ring the bell. 9, 10, pack them up like mail. It's over. 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 Undisputed. I'm undisputed. I'm undisputed. It's over. 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 I'm undisputed. It's over. 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 I'm undisputed, baby.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. Alexander. What a pleasure it is to be here. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Counter punching. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That counter shot lands. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
It's all offense all the time. Punch caught him clean. That uppercut misses. Beautiful counter shot. Punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A perfect counter lands. Nope, that hook won't score. Jab slightly off target. You don't want to trade shots. He threw a punch and just got countered. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The big Ukrainian in big trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink, because one big shot and this thing could be over. They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as... On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The courage on display here is incredible. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch, counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And he scores with the counter. Both men step back for just a moment. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. A perfect counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Work rate is down. The head is just moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
They've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
That was a terrible round, that was.
There's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
throw a shot, they get countered. And he just missed with that left jab. That hook's blocked. Catch and shoot. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
That uppercut can't get through. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this one. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight.
He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we continue.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Well done with that counter shot. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. And down goes Alexander Usyk. It's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What?
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
Wanna be ya, that man ain't got this energy, do ya?